Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
Cool.
We're headed out to shoot skeet, plus a stroll through Norman's art district and where to try the perfect pie.
Hi and welcome to Discover Oklahoma. I'm Jennifer Reynolds.
And I'm Dino Lawley. Today we're coming to you from the Rose Rock Museum in Noble.
This is a place that celebrates that rock that is unique to the state of Oklahoma, and we'll tell you coming up when you can come here, when they're open, and what you can see.
But first, of course, fall is just a great time to get outside and enjoy Oklahoma, and that's what Jeff Roberts did recently when he actually tried his hand, everyone take cover, tried his hand at skeet shooting.
Have you ever heard of golf with a shotgun? Well, sporting clay has been said to be kind of like that. We're going to find out today here at Quail Ridge.
Cool.
Woo! Cool.
Nice shot.
Yeah! See, cool, huh? Del Jackson kind of thinks so.
I'm no good at golf and have a lot more fun shooting guns than I do swinging a club.
Okay, we've established that Quail Ridge Sporting Clays is fun. But you're probably wondering, haven't I heard of these guys before? Yes. Yes, you have. They spent 10 years in Tecumseh and 14 months around Lake Draper. But owner David Martin loves these new digs.
This facility is owned by the Citizen Potawatomi Nation, and then I lease it from them, and they let me design it, and we built it to a first-class facility.
Sporting Clays. Is it safe, and who can do it, David?
Really, anybody of all ages can do it. Golf takes a little bit of coordination. We can teach you how to shoot a shotgun pretty quickly and pretty simply, and it's not that expensive of a sport to get into. It's fun to watch families grow into the sport, like maybe the dad started, and next thing you know, the wife is coming out, or then, you know, maybe it's a dad's son, then the sister says, I can do that, and then all of a sudden the whole family is doing it together as an activity. And you mentioned safety. It's very safe. Gun ranges are very safe because there's so many rules that you must follow. And we go through all those rules when they come out here, you know, like eye protection, hearing protection, and then just like there's never to be a loaded gun unless you're up in the station pointing down range.
Okay, Quail Ridge is safe, fun, good for the family, but what about corporate Oklahoma? Scott Huggins, the founder of the Oilfield Appreciation Events, answers that.
We get a tremendous response. We'll have several hundred shooters out here tomorrow, and we're excited about that. They get to eat, they get to have a lot of fun, and again, we get to give back to them.
So, are you hooked yet?
Warning, it is contagious.
Cool. Nice shooting. I got them both.
Yes, I'm a contagion now. In McLoud at Quail Ridge Sporting Clays, I'm Jeff Roberts.
Quail Ridge Sporting Clays in McLoud is open to the public, and there are lots of other places around for you to get out and shoot. So find out more about that and how to explore the great outdoors in Oklahoma this fall on our website, travelok.com.
Now, I know what you're thinking. The best place to be when Jeff is skeet shooting is probably behind him.
Another county?
Another county would work really well. No, actually, some of you may be thinking, you know what, shooting just really isn't my thing.
No worries, we've got you covered. How about a nice stroll through downtown Norman on an art walk? Our Darren Brown tells us how they do it each and every month.
There's just two blocks, but there's so many different types of art, and it's not just Western type of art.
Every month, the city of Norman takes time out to celebrate its downtown art scene. It's a big deal for art admirers and art producers, especially new ones like Rubiel.
It's the most natural thing that I could think of doing. Like I've never, I mean, it's only been a year and a half, but ever since I've started painting, it's just, I can't really stop. These are the first two that I did of the this color block with the black, and I really love how they turned out. It's just so contrasting, and I love it. And then this one, This one's probably got about 4 or 5 layers. I kept painting over and painting over, and I finally got a combination of colors that I really love.
Artists young and old thrive in studios like 420 Main, but that couldn't happen without art lovers.
I always feel compelled or compassion to help artists that want to get their names out there.
Jillian Milam Barden leases studio space to 4 different artists. Jillian's from California but went to school here. She and her husband actually thought of opening an art studio in a city where Boomer Sooner is seldom heard. You know, when you think about a vibrant art and music scene, you just might be tempted to think about Austin, Texas. Well, let me tell you, Austin, Texas has nothing on Norman, Oklahoma. Jillian and her husband were convinced with just one road trip.
And then once we visited here, went to Art Walk, went to a game, we went down to Austin, and Austin's just too big. There's too much going on. We really liked Norman, and especially the art and the music.
Hi. How you doing?
Just fine. Are these your pictures?
Oh yes, this is all.
The whole room is yours?
Yes.
Rubiel's glad the Bardens chose Norman. He says it's the creative flow that keeps him motivated.
Get a shirt. You know, I mean, you might get different ideas or not just from talking to somebody. You might get some inspiration from what they're doing. You know, because I mean, we're all artists and we're all supposed to be evolving. We can't do. I mean, you don't really do the same thing all the time. So it's awesome to see what new is coming to the table. It's a good opportunity for these stores and these galleries, these artists to get recognition.
In Norman, discovering Oklahoma, I'm Darren Brown.
The Norman Art Walk is the second Friday of every month, and you can find out more about it and find plenty of other places to check out art in Oklahoma on our website, travelok.com.
An art walk can be just the beginning of the creative process.
And of course, in Oklahoma, there are so many places where your inner artist can truly shine.
This is something I've heard so many people say, oh, I wish I could paint, I wish you were an artist, and you know, for 2 to 3 hours you are.
The one-stop shop where you can paint your art out, coming up.
And this time of the year means it's time to start thinking, are you ready, about Christmas gifts. We're headed to one of the most unique shops in Tulsa when Discover Oklahoma continues.
Trip to a theme park for a family of 4, around $4,000. Trip to a southern beach, around $2,300. Camping with your family any place you want to go this weekend, not even 10% of the cost of those other trips. Floyd's RV in Norman is a business born 45 years ago out of our family's passion for camping. Let us show you how inexpensive family fun can be. Here's an example. Right now, get a new Passport 2250 RV for just $189 a month. Floyd's RV in Norman, making family fun affordable.
The wind comes sweeping down the plain, and the waving wheat
can sure smell sweet
when the wind comes
right behind the rain. Oh, Oklahoma every night, my honey lemon mine.
Sit alone and talk
And watch a hawk
making lazy circles in the sky. You know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand.
And when we say, yo,
we're only saying you're doing fine. Oklahoma, Oklahoma. Oh.
K-L-A.
H-O-M.
Oklahoma.
Okay.
Oklahoma, come see for yourself.
I'm getting close to China.
All right, sports fans, it's game time at the Built Ford Tough Sales event. And when it comes to trucks, stats don't lie. F-150 with EcoBoost has smash-mouth power with efficiency. And with best-in-class payload, boom, F-150 hauls in the Hail Mary. And here's a stat, pal. F-Series has been America's truck for 37 straight years. And that's a dynasty, baby.
Get up to $8,750 total savings or 0% financing for 60 months on F-150 at your Oklahoma Ford dealer, the best in Oklahoma.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you from the Rose Rock Museum in Noble.
And you can find lots of unique and only in Oklahoma gifts right here.
Up in Tulsa, there's a unique shop, a great place to find a gift that's been bringing people to Utica Square for decades. Jason Grubbs takes us to the Snow Goose.
Ever want to buy a gnome for your phone? Maybe an oinking pig? Have a friend out there that's hard to buy for? Fly on over to the Snow Goose in Tulsa's Utica Square, where they've got a gaggle of gifts.
Every year is better.
Judy Roberts says she's been shopping in here every other week for about 25 years.
Birthday cards, stuff. The stuff is always different. So you've got to keep checking because different is coming in. They're on their way to market. They'll be more different.
Call it a mini contemporary department store.
Owner Janet Stevens has been keeping the shelves of Snow Goose fresh for more than 3 decades, finding goodies all over the country to bring back to Tulsa.
What's your favorite item in here?
Phone cases. Yeah. Phone cases. I like all the stuff over here. And I like the sunglasses.
You can find everything you can think of in here, and everything you might not think of too.
You can buy a $600 jacket and a $495 horrible gag gift. So, you know, where you make that bridge, I don't know. It must be somewhere in our brains, but that's the way we do it.
You guys are really known for your cards, and you got a lot of them. These aren't your regular Hallmark cards either.
No, no. And if you have a subject or you have a feeling that you want to convey, or you want to say something cute and sweet, or snarky, or insulting, or we just about fill the gamut.
You're gonna find it here.
You're gonna find it here.
From the stylish to the silly.
The unique thing is how it works. You take his hat off, and you squeeze his tummy, and you blow.
Check out this big selection of unique children's gifts.
And the way we choose them is either by design or function or humor or crafty cleverness. This is a collection of books which are projects and crafts. So you have everything. You have felting, you're building felted animals, you're doing your nails, the old cat's cradle, everybody remembers that.
I asked her about naming the store the Snow Goose, and she says that came on the day when she was signing the lease.
They had to have a name. And I said, a name? That isn't something I've ever thought of. So it just didn't occur to me that, oh, a name.
She was sitting in her living room looking around trying to find some inspiration when she spotted a decoy snow goose she owned.
And that's all there is to it. It has nothing to do with the book. It has nothing to do with anything. And a snow goose is white with black trim on its wings. I thought, well, that's nice and clean, and that's cool.
More than 30 years later, Janet still has that same decoy snow goose and some pretty cool stuff on her store shelves.
It's very hard to believe. It really is a blur, and no, I don't look back. I just look forward. For a place that isn't a chain and to be able to sustain, it's been a real joy. Lots of thank yous and kudos to everybody who gets us and understands that laughter is it. If you don't have that, you don't have anything.
You can stop by the Snow Goose Monday through Saturday from 10 to 5:30. In Tulsa, I'm Jason Grubbs for Discover Oklahoma.
And if you're going to be in the Tulsa area shopping, why not check out some of the city's other attractions?
Just hop online and request a free copy of the Tulsa Visitor's Guide. It's easy to do. Go to our website, travelok.com, and click on Request Free Brochures.
Well, there is a craze sweeping the state.
Creating your own art is a hot ticket item these days.
Anything and everything that anybody can think of, you can come in here and paint.
Where you can express your inner artist. Coming up.
Coconut cream pie.
That's the favorite.
Coconut cream pie is the all-time favorite.
And a little later, from the perfect pie to awesome chicken fry, we're headed out to try it all in Hobart when Discover Oklahoma continues.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
A promise was made. A promise that hit the beaches of Normandy. A vow that captured Iwo Jima. A contract that weathered Tet. A pledge that stormed the desert in Iraq. An IOU that braved IEDs in Kandahar. A promise was made to America's veterans. DAV fights to keep that promise, so all veterans and their families get the benefits and support they earned. For help, visit DAV.org.
sweeping down the plain. And the waving wheat.
Kiss your smell sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain.
We know we belong to the land. And the land we belong to is grand.
And when we say,
we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, come see for yourself.
Recent wildfires destroyed more than 600 homes in our state, and most were uninsured.
I'm Oklahoma Insurance Commissioner John Doak, urging you not to eliminate your homeowner's policy just because your home is paid off. In the event of a tornado or wildfire, it covers the cost of rebuilding and repairing your home and contents.
I paid my home off, and I am very pleased that I kept my insurance. That was one thing my husband always instilled, is never let the insurance lapse, you know.
Most Oklahomans' single largest asset is their home. You can't afford being uninsured.
This portion of Discover Oklahoma is brought to you by the Heartland Flyer. Book your ticket through Southern Oklahoma today.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you from the Rose Rock Museum in Noble. And this isn't just a museum, it's also a gift shop and a gallery.
And speaking of gallery and art, it seems art, particularly painting, it seems anyway, is actually growing in popularity in Oklahoma.
I think that's true. Quinn Tran takes us to a place in Edmond where you can paint your art out.
Step inside and immediately see color.
There is a lot of, I think, inspiration.
This is Paint Your Art Out, Oklahoma's original art entertainment studio in downtown Edmond.
We considered other parts of Edmond, but this just feels like home to us.
Renee Decol is the owner.
We come up with our own designs.
Artist Jay Tracy sketches all of the original art, canvas art that's ready to paint.
If there's anything that customers want, or they specify, I would like to paint a pineapple or some tulips, we'll come up with a design for that. Anything and everything that anybody can think of, you can come in here and paint.
This is something I've heard so many people say, oh, I wish I could paint, I wish you were an artist, and for 2 to 3 hours you are.
Renee and her husband Ben moved to Oklahoma from Alabama. In 2009, they opened Paint Your Art Out. Over the years, other art entertainment venues have popped up. Renee says what makes hers stand out is the original art and the variety of painting sessions available, from artist-led instruction in the evening to open studio time during the day for all ages.
We cater to everybody, that's from those that have never painted to those that spend their life painting.
Well, when people choose a painting for a private party, for instance, sometimes they'll say, well, what's the easiest thing? And my suggestion is, don't paint what you think is the easiest. Paint what you love. Paint what you really want to do. Paint what you really, really want to paint.
You're going to love and enjoy and be more, entertained by what you love to paint, if that's what you pick.
And we have so many people that paint all of the time now.
People like Michelle Yelton.
This is going to be a gift.
She comes to paint several times a month.
Before I could hardly paint a wall white. And now I can paint pictures. And it's wonderful. It's wonderful. I just love it. It's very relaxing. It's very therapeutic. And I just really enjoy it. This year I'm doing my 57th birthday party here.
Paint Your Art Out has helped celebrate birthdays, date night, anniversaries, and more.
We've had quite a few bridal showers lately. Yes. That are from out of town. They come and stay Oklahoma City for the weekend and include this as part of their activities. We've had engagements.
Yes.
We've had
almost labor.
Yes, yeah. We've had moms think they were in labor.
Yeah. It's the entertainment. That's what it does.
It's all the excitement. We've had quite a few first dates. Actually, one of the engagements, this was their first date a year prior, which we didn't know at the time. But
a year later, they came back and he proposed.
Mm-hmm. So it's not like you're,
Paint Your Art Out is all about people. This colorful studio inspires them to discover and celebrate creativity. In Edmond, Quinn Tran, Discover Oklahoma.
Paint Your Art Out is open 11 to 5, Tuesday through Saturday, and they do book private parties and events 7 days a week. You can find a list of art galleries and museums on our website, travelok.com.
You know, a lot of people, including myself, always say that cooking in itself isn't art.
Not in my house. It's more like a science experiment. But there are some people at a diner in Hobart who would agree with you.
Home cooked. It's we get the chicken fried steak locally here at the store, and we hand bread those.
We're pulling up a chair and talking great food and good friends when Discover Oklahoma continues.
Great travel tips anytime. Like Discover Oklahoma on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Listen up, sports fans. If you drive a truck, you know it's all about stats. And at the Built Ford Tough Sales event, we've got the numbers right here. Ford Super Duty, best-in-class horsepower and max towing capacity. That's how you punch it right up the gut, pal. And here's another stat, folks. F-Series has been America's best-selling truck for 37 straight years. That's called a dynasty, baby.
During the Built Ford Tough Sales event, get up to $5,000 cash back on Super Duty at your Oklahoma Ford dealer, the best in Oklahoma.
It's 3 p.m. For 50 million kids across America, school's out. And for a third of these kids, they're out on their own. Out with nowhere to go and nothing to do. But every afternoon is a chance to change America's future. All you have to do is open the door. It's time to support the Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
Every night, sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong to the land, and when we belong to his hand. So when we say, yeah, yippee, yay, we're only saying you're doing fine.
Oklahoma! Oklahoma. Come see for yourself.
Trip to a theme park for a family of 4, around $4,000. Trip to a southern beach, around $2,300. Camping with your family any place you want to go this weekend, not even 10% of the cost of those other trips. Floyd's RV in Norman is a business born 45 years ago out of our family's passion for camping. Let us show you how inexpensive family fun can be. Here's an example. Right now, get a new Passport 2250 RV for just $189 a month. Floyd's RV in Norman, making family fun affordable.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you from the Rose Rock Museum, which is one of the things folks here in Noble like to brag about.
And in southwestern Oklahoma, particularly in Hobart, there's a cozy little diner that has everyone smiling from ear to ear.
In almost every small town, inevitably there's a diner or a restaurant where locals regularly come in seeking good food, dessert, conversation, and the comfort of familiarity. In Hobart, it would aptly be named Cozy Diner. It's where the food is
home cooked. It's we get the chicken fried steak locally here at the store, and we hand bread those, and we cut our chicken breasts and hand bread those and fry them. Those are two of the most popular things that we sell at lunchtime.
It's a place where doing things from scratch is, well, the only way.
We actually peel potatoes and mash them, and we have fresh cut French fries, and so it's mainly home cooking.
Home cooking where everyone is made to feel like family.
You know, a lot of the people that we see in here, we see them on a day-to-day basis. You know, I'm pretty sure that I see them more than some of their families see them. You know, I mean, they are like family. They're your friends, they're your family. Like when something happens that's exciting, you want to tell them about it, and you know more about them than just what they order. It's more than that.
It's consistently providing great food at a reasonable price and providing a friendly atmosphere where people can gather daily and, in effect, solve all the world's problems over a tasty meal.
We've got people coming in on a regular basis, and then they turn around and come for lunch at 11:30. So, you know, it's just, we have the same groups, and they order the same things, and they come the same days at the same times, and it's pretty regular.
We have this table here usually is the farmers and business owners and, you know, local people. They come and sit at this table.
Something new every day. Like I said, there's a big group of us there at the table and talk about everything going on in the town, the state, the country. I mean, just something new every day. And the food's really great, and good friends and good people, and we just enjoy it.
And so that makes people want to come and visit and eat here. Food's really good.
The only thing more difficult than coming up with the day's conversation topics is choosing what to eat.
We have 3 lunch specials every day, so you have 3 meats to choose from and 3 vegetables and 3 types of potato on the lunch special. We also sell a lot of the hand-cut and breaded chicken strips. We sell a lot of chicken strip salads. That's what, even a lot of the men order that, and that's one of the favorites. But we have, we do, you know, hamburgers and club sandwiches and things like that.
And deciding on dessert is even more taxing.
Coconut cream pie.
That's the favorite.
Coconut cream pie is the all-time favorite. And if we do not make it on Wednesday, they are not happy. So Wednesdays are always coconut cream pie. And then other than that, throughout the week, we kind of rotate.
And this young man has been coming here to eat since he was 8 years old.
It's good food, and Gina, she's awesome.
You know, the best part of any trip is many times the part you don't plan, but you do need to plan on visiting the Cozy Diner in Hobart, where the food is tasty, the people friendly, and the atmosphere is, well, cozy.
If you like exploring great places like the Cozy Diner to eat in Oklahoma, you need a copy of the Discover Oklahoma Diners Guide. They're easy to get. Just go to our website, travelok.com, and click on Request Free Brochures.
A big thanks to the folks here at Timberlake Rose Rock Museum in Noble for hosting us this week. They have the world's largest collection of barite rose rocks here and host the Rose Rock Festival the first weekend in May every year.
And if you want to visit, they are open 10 to 5:30 Wednesday through Friday and Saturdays 10 to 4. All right, coming up next week on Discover Oklahoma.
We'll check out some of the sweetest treats Southern Oklahoma has ever seen.
And we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of an Oklahoma lake. That's next Saturday night right here on Discover Oklahoma.
So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma. Our intrepid Ford Explorer is provided by the Oklahoma Ford Dealers, official partner of the Oklahoma Tourism and Recreation Department.
About 5 years ago, we started a youth competition. We dedicated it to Byron, and of course we have a fiddle contest in it, but we're doing all the principal instruments in the bluegrass band setup. We've got the resonator guitar, the banjo, the mandolin, the fiddle, flat picking guitar, and the upright bass. So what we're doing with this is encouraging the kids, the youth that aren't over 18 years of age, to enter in this contest, and they're playing for prize money, some really serious money, $1,800 total. First place in each instrument gets $150, the second place gets $100, and the third place gets $50. These kids are also probably youth that are eligible for some of the scholarships that this festival has been generating. I will tell you, this is a non-profit festival, and its purpose is to promote youth experience and abilities in music. We're quite proud of the influence on the kids that we're having as far as getting up on the stage and carrying on the music. I've been here for 17 festivals, and this is just getting bigger and better and nicer. And what we're doing with it is an experience that happens. And so when you start talking about Guthrie, to us, you're talking about the festival.